Hello everyone, I'm Clyde Stripe and we're back with another full guide for Aerodactyl EX and Marshadow and some Hitmonlee because it's in all the list. Quite possibly one of the contenders for best deck because it can beat any of the top decks in a good day, especially the coin flip variants. Let's check the guide now. So the pros is it's highly consistent, if not the most consistent deck right now because of Aerodactyl having a fossil as a prerequisite, so you will always have more chances to draw your starters like Hitmonlee, Farfetch, or Mankey. A lot of tools such as evolution blocking, bench hitters like Hitmonlee and Greninja, different damage sources from Marshadow, Mankey all have high damage. Cons is the most successful lists are capped at 100 damage and you can only activate it from revenge, so it's kind of limited. This makes your opponent able to tank with their high HP Pokemon and just retreat. Although Hitmonlee and Sabrina can solve that a bit. Scaling is limited, so you have to finish the games fast enough or you will have a hard time killing big dudes like Moltres and stuff. General strategy is to begin with your starters since you won't be drawing Old Ember, while Marshadow and Aerodactyl will be your backup source of high damage. As for the power level, I believe it is up there with Marshadow a nudge higher because the 100 damage can instantly kill Pikachu X. Aerodactyl Marshadow decks can beat the top decks such as Pikachu, Mewtwo, Celebi, and Gyarados with Hitmonlee, and probably a harder matchup against Charizard because they're a higher HP, but you can all beat all of them. And now for the deck list, our first deck list runs the new Mankey, which can one-shot any 60 HP basic with the help of Giovanni and a bit of prayer, of course. This snowballs into winning games right here and there. And that's the reason why we are running the new Mankey compared to the old one. Although running the old Mankey is still decent if you prefer not dealing with the coin toss, but you lose the high potential. Aerodactyl, Marshadow, Hitmonlee, 2 for Fast Research, Sabrina, 2 Giovanni, which is important so you can get past the 60 damage, the 60 HP threshold, 2 Old Ember, 2 Pokeball, and 2 X Speed. The con is, of course, there will be times where Monkey will not hit. As long as you're in the mindset that this is the cost of having 50 damage, it will be fine. And it's like 20 damage anyway compared to the old Monkey. And now for the second list, we're just replacing the Prime Ape line with Farfetch, which makes it more consistent and more stable since you don't need the evolutions and the consistent 40 damage. The cons is Farfetch is vulnerable to electric, but it doesn't matter that much aside from probably Zapdos, which deals 40 damage. So that's one less hit rather than them dealing 3 hits, and Farfetch is only 60 HP, so it's a little bit vulnerable to a lot of attacks, especially when paired with Giovanni, like such as Mewtwo. We can't afford to run 2 Marshadow here compared to the Primate list because it's much lesser basic. 2 Hitmonlee also, and 2 Farfetch, 2 Aerodactyl, 2 Sabrina, 2 Giovanni, again, 2 Professor's Research, 2 XP, 2 Pokeball, 2 Old Ember. And then we have the Marowak list. So it's only 3 basics. So you will only draw Cubone or Hitmonlee consistently always. Running only the 3 basics. You can also run Marshadow here, but you have to add another basic so you can dilute the pool a little more since you don't want to draw Marshadow as a starter. So we're running 2 Cubone, 2 Marowak, and 1 non-X Marowak. Because of the high chance of drawing Cubone, you want to be holding on to an evolution like, so having another Marowak can solve that, or you can run another basic like Farfetch. 2 Aerodactyl, 1 Hitmonlee, 2 Sabrina, 2 Research, 2 Old Ember, 2 Pokeball, 2 XP. And we are running 1 blue because both Marowak and Aerodactyl are 140 HP, so they both can be one-shot by Gyarados, and blue helps mitigate that. So for the pros, it's you always draw Cubone or Hitmonlee, higher damage because of Marowak, and the cons is lesser damage because of Marowak. So if you peel the coin toss, you won't deal almost no damage at all. And finally, we have a Greninja. So we just put Greninja in a deck, guys, and we call it a deck. So the higher potential damage because of the Greninja line. But remember that we are only running 1 Froakie, so this is a little less consistent. We are also just using fighting energy. So as you can see, I didn't include the water energy. So we are only using fighting energy and using Greninja for its ability to hit 20 damage. Remember that we are only running 1 Froakie, so we can draw the other basics such as Hitmonlee or Farfetch. One Hitmonlee, one Marshadow. Only one Marshadow because we don't want to draw Marshadow as mentioned. Two Farfetch, two Professor Research, one Sabrina. Since we don't have too much space at all. Remember that we are not running Giovanni here. 2x speed, 2 Pokeball, and 2 Old Ember. As mentioned, higher potential and less consistent because of the Greninja line. Let's get into the games, shall we? So we're starting off with the Marowak list, and we got Cubone since the deck has only 3 basics. There's a 66% chance of just drawing Cubone. I'm running Pokedex here because this was an old gameplay of mine, but I realized later on that we just have to play better cards than the Pokedex. But it worked out in the gameplay here. You can also run Pokedex, especially if you don't like the non-Marowak, the non-EX Marowak. So I'm playing Pokedex first, so we can see if we can shuffle with Pokeball. So since it got Aerodactyl, we don't need to shuffle, and so we can evolve the Old Ember. So we got unlucky here, but that's okay. We can Sabrina this Dradigan into Gyarados. And hopefully we hit it. Unluckily we didn't. So yep, that's a bad part. And yeah. As long as we hit later on, we can still win. So this Sabrina on their part is kind of a waste since we can just retreat Aerodactyl. I would prefer hitting with Marowak here so we can know how much damage we have left. If we can just use Hitmonlee for later on. Alright, so we hit it once. We just need to hit twice later on for the other Marowak. So yep, as long as this Marowak hits twice, we are in a good spot. Yeah, we need to hit this twice or we lose actually. Yep, that's it. So yeah, they don't have any comeback potential anymore. Unless we whip it very hard with this Dradigan. Yeah, the opponent just conceded because it's very hard to catch up from their part. Nice, so we're starting with Mankey as always because of Aerodactyl X. I think that's the best part about Aerodactyl X because it makes your other starters very consistent. We will always get Mankey, we'll always get Farfetch or Hitmonlee. So this we're fighting Mewtwo, quite a hard matchup. But as long as this Mankey hit right away, I think we got it because they won't have any time to retreat. We can hit it 3 times before they are able to retreat. So they're taking their time here. Middle Slab, Professor's Research. Luckily, they didn't draw with Slab. And it's a good move on their part that they use Slab first before Research. So they have more chances of drawing a Psychic Pokemon in Slab. Good starting hand on us. Having 2 Pokeballs even though we don't have Research. Yep, we landed it. So we can hit it 2 more times before they can even retreat unless they use X speed later on. So another Research again. I think that Mankey hitting it there was just the game-winning move. That's why I really prefer this new Mankey because you can outright win games on their own. This is why I don't think the 20 damage is worth it. So they're putting it on the other Mewtwo, which is a correct move on their part, especially if they can't retreat this Mew. So this means that they don't have X speed or leap whatsoever. Okay, so putting it on Marshadow. But I think it was better to put it on the Old Ember. But I don't think they can kill this Prime anyway. Yep, so we kill this Mewtwo. and then put it on the old Ember. Yeah, we get Aerodactyl and putting Aerodactyl there so they can't evolve. I put the monkey so we can prime ape for later on in case they kill this. Even if they kill, oh, so they retreated. So yep, that's how game winning that monkey hit. So now we're playing the Farfetch list, and we started with Marshadow, which is one of the things we don't like about the deck. But as long as we have X speed, it's doing good. And they started with Charmander, so it's also good on our part. But if they got Moltres here, like what happened, at least we have another turn. So we got Hitmonlee and probably Farfetch. Yep. So we can X speed and hit the Charmander right away. And we can kill it with Hitmonlee later on. So this is quite really good on our part. So this is what we like about the Farfetch. It's consistent 40 damage. This is my preferred list rather than the with Primate, but it's close. So if you don't like the coin flip, this is the list I would recommend. And I think their deck really is underrated. It's really good. It just plays a little more skillful than the other top decks, but as long as it's played well. So we have Hitmonlee and to hit the Charmeleon. It, although since they put energy on the Charmeleon, there is a high chance they have Charizard already, like what we're seeing here. But that's okay since we have Marshadow. And paired with Giovanni, we can kill the Charizard. So yeah, they're putting it on Charizard. Okay, so we get the Giovanni. We can hit the Arcanine, but I think hitting the Charizard is still okay. So we don't need to use Giovanni or in case there are Potion or Blue. So now they may be arguing if they will put it on Arcanine, which is also decent. If they put it on Arcanine, we're hitting Hitmonlee in there. So it will reach 120, and then if Arcanine hits us, only 100 damage. So it's kind of a checkmate from Marshadow. That's how good Marshadow is. The 100 damage is quite a lot, and it pressures the opponent. So we're putting it on Marshadow. So we're putting it on Marshadow because we, we can put the energy on Farfetch later on in case they don't kill the Hitmonlee. Okay, so now they use Giovanni and kill the Hitmonlee. Actually, the right call here would be to use Farfetch instead and hit this Moltres. So even if they kill the Farfetch, we can kill with Marshadow. But I think I hit it because we want to kill it with Hitmonlee. So these are plays that you have to think of. So the deck really does. The deck really is a bit skillful than the other top decks, and it's also fun. This is one of my favorite decks to play at the moment. It's really fun and it always wins. This is the best deck you can probably play on the win streak event. So this is why I showed the gameplay of this deck to show you. So yeah, the best play right here is to retreat Marshadow and hit with Farfetch and then kill what they will bring out with Marshadow. But I think I got a brain lag here. So yeah, this is a worst move. But it's okay if we can Sabrina the Charizard later on. But it will be bad if they will have Moltres. So as long as they don't have Moltres, we got it in the bag. Oh no. If they got Moltres, we're cooked. Oh no, no, they didn't have Moltres. So yep, now If they kill the Marshadow, we can bring out the Aerodactyl and use Sabrina. Featuring this matchup because it highlights how you can win one of the against the top decks, even against Charizard, which all have high HP, like Moltres and Arcanine. So yeah. Okay, now we finished. We win. That's how good the deck is, even if it's Charizard. And now we're featuring the Greninja list. This is the most fun one. So when I mean most fun one, the not the best one. So it has a higher damage, but it's less consistent. But luckily we draw Froakie here, so actually the whole Greninja line. So yeah, looking good. We are hitting the routes with the Hitmonlee unless we draw X speed. But I don't know. I think hitting routes is much better, so they don't have access to Gardevoir. Killing Gardevoir is one of the best ways this deck can deal with Mewtwo, since they only have to rely on one energy at turn, and that takes a lot. So this deck is actually really good, especially the showcases I showed here. We fought Gyarados, we fought Charizard, we fought Mewtwo. So yep, I'm hitting the routes. And now, since we can evolve to Greninja, even if they evolve this into Curlia, we can kill with a Hitmonlee hit, yep, and Greninja. So that was a good move on our part. And we kinda got lucky with our draws here, and then we got Research. So evolve to Greninja and kill the Curlia. So I'm putting it on Farfetch so I can bring it Marshadow later on. Oh my god, I forgot to hit with Greninja. As long as they don't evolve this into Gardevoir, it's okay. It's alright, guys. But if I have Gardevoir, it's GG's. Oh no, so they don't have Gardevoir. And then we can kill it with the Greninja. I think our opponent is disconnecting for some reason. They're taking a bit of a time here. So they're bringing out Mew. I don't think bringing out Mew was a good play, since they already have two big dudes on the back. So now I know, as long as, but I think they will retreat this Mewtwo. They will lose if they kill this Farfetch. So yeah, they will retreat this and bring out the other Mew and then kill the Farfetch. Yeah, they use Leaf. And they use X speed. I don't know what they are doing. I think they forgot that it's only to retreat cause. And we might be in a bad spot. If they kill this, we can hit with Marshadow and kill it with Greninja. But if they have Budding Expeditioner, we lose. Oh, so they forget to attack, or I think they're disconnecting for some reason. But yeah, this makes it much better since. Okay, so I retreated the Farfetch so it can't be killed by Psyshot, and then even if they kill this Marshadow, we have it with Aerodactyl and Greninja, even with the potion. So all good, guys. We got it all good. That's it, folks. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and thank you. Thank you once again for watching. I'm Clyde, and I do guides for Pokemon Pocket. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. What video do you want to be featured next? See you again.